Hey, collective, it's Brandon Curtis at Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality meeting with another channeled message for Chosen Ones, Earth Angels, Divine Femme, Divine Mask, Starseeds, Empaths, and Lightworkers. I'm going to be using the Set Egyptian Oracle cards along with this new deck, Heavenly Bodies Astrology, by Lily Ashwell. Thank you, Lily. Also, combined with that, I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. The first channeled song is Time to Walk Away by Washed Out. I don't even know how our problems got this bad. Think we need to slow down. It's probably the only chance we've got. All right, so calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel to ground the collective and to ensure the accuracy of the messages that are coming in. Also calling in Aset or Isis, Anubis, Sekhmet, Sobek, Thoth, and Ma'at, along with Kalima and Kuan Yin. Calling in the God and Goddess energy of the celestial bodies. Calling in Mother Gaia and Sister Moon, spirit animals and totems. What do you have for chosen ones, earth angels, light workers, star seeds? May I have 7 cards, please, 1 for each chakra, and we'll dive in from there. I thank you for your energy, for your love, for your light. And I thank you, collective, new subscribers. Thank you for returning. And to those of you who haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. In the root chakra, we have Sekhmet, change and healing. In the sacral, we have Ankh with energy healing. In the solar plexus, we have Aset, alchemy and healing. We have healing 3 times in a row. And it's time to walk away, fam. In the heart space, we have Ma'at, cosmic justice. You are in the right should you walk away and listen to the messages that are coming through. This karmic relationship, this false twin flame, or the like. In the third throat chakra, we have Cobra, divine awakening. Many of you are speaking the truth now, or will be able to speak the truth when you walk away. There'll be a flood of information about what went down in that relationship that will come to you. It'll come into your heart space here with Ma'at, and with this divine awakening in the throat chakra, because those 2 chakras work together, you'll be able to not only hear what went down, but also be able to speak your truth from your heart space, which is just. In your third eye, which works with Aset, alchemy and healing, you have Sobek, rest and endings. And last but not least, in the crown chakra, which works with the Ankh, energy healing, we have Taweret, pregnancy and birth. You know, the last reading I did, using this deck actually, go check it out. It did speak of the healing and the abundance of fertility in the sacral chakra for you divine beings, chosen ones, especially you, obviously, divine femmes. So, I'm hearing this is a continuation and a further expansion of that reading. So be sure to check it out. I think it's entitled, it's simple, it's CHOSEN1, Earth, Angels, Divine Unions, all right? The next channel song is Night Sky by Churches. I can hear you in the overtones, just an echo of the promise we made. Right, and you know, this is going to the throat chakra and the heart chakra. You'll be able to hear, literally, because the throat chakra produces earth energy, Taurus energy, it produces sound, right, through the voice and speech. And this is you know, clairaudience. So you'll be able to hear from your guides, from your higher self, what went down in the relationship that you are being tasked with walking away from. Bottom of the deck we have Geb, earthly focus. Geb is the, if I'm not mistaken, let's look it up, is the creator of the stars. Card number 10. This is a new deck to me, so I hope you don't mind me reading from the guidebook. I certainly, you know, respect the time and the artistry and the energy placed in this deck by its author, Elizabeth Jensen, and it's illustrated by Marie Clement. I mean, just think about it, fam. You know, there are a lot of gifted readers out there who will use the decks any which way, you know, largely intuitively reading the images and the numbers and the energy of the cards. That's very true, and most of the time they're quite accurate. But to, you know, never pick up the guidebook or reference it is really doing a disservice to the authors and the creators, because they spent hours, days, weeks, months, years, and a lifetime that they put into that deck. So I don't shy away from reading. Geb, earthly focus. This divinity was often depicted as lying in the earth with his sky goddess wife, Nut, arched above him. This earth god represents all of our physical aspects and the necessity to care for our material needs to ensure we have the right foundations on which to build our life. There's also a need to connect with Geb for the healing energy of the earth that keeps us grounded and healthy. Greetings, dear ones, for I bring you blessings from the earth. My dear wife Nut is the sky goddess above you, and I am below you. Together we agreed to separate so humans could live safely on the earth. Let your focus be on earthly things and gathering some possessions together for the future. Grow food in your garden and invite earth elementals and fairies to be with you as you stand on my earth and receive my healing energy. This card represents abundance, a resolution of financial worries, but consider carefully if some current business financial plans should be continued. Given what we've seen out here, first channel song about walking away, for some of you, this is going to bring you abundance. Maybe this person, this energy, this group was taxing you, you know, your pocketbook, and also energetically. Yes, this is a message from Geb to walk away from that partnership, whatever it is. It could be a workplace, it could be a job, it could be a friend group. Whatever it was taxing to you. Warrior by Kimbra. My hands are tied, but my eyes are open. This modern denial has me broken. Nothing mystical, no hullabaloo, just chemicals and no one looking down on you. Right, when we do walk away, become that warrior, ground ourselves in earth energy, in the energy of Geb, and stand on our own 2 feet, and feeling the full weight of gravity as it holds us to Mother Gaia and Geb, illusion disappears. And certainly walking away from any sort of energy, be it a person, place, or thing that has been causing illusion, and all the while like siphoning your energy or your money, there's a clarity that comes. Clarity, I'm thinking of the stars and the heavens and the clear moonlight I'm also hearing. We should be approaching a full moon, fam. So I urge you to get out and absorb those moon rays, those moonbeams. Put out your crystals for cleansing and absorption of the light from the moon. The moon is currently in Cancer. It's in a waxing gibbous. During this phase, the moon is easily seen during the day because a large portion of it is illuminated. A waxing gibbous moon asks us to reflect upon our progress and make adjustments when needed. Adjustments is walking away from this person, place, or thing. You may find that some of your goals may not have worked out or met your expectations. Hello, allow yourself to redirect your energy into activities that are seeing results or progress. Try to remain flexible and be comfortable with uncertainty. Currently, the ruler of the day is Venus, and the ruler of the hour is Jupiter. So a huge expansion of good fortune, prosperity, connecting with influential people. And I just heard, walking away from this person, place, or thing energy that has been taxing you. You're going to walk into your friend group, your soul tribe. New adventures, higher education, philosophy, and religion. Awesome. Okay. I think I finished here. Oh, regarding work and career, speaking of which, a good time to successfully build up your career. If your current work ends, if your current work ends, if you're stepping away from a place of business, new work will come in a reasonable time. For those of you who are traveling, a good time for business travel. For leisure, stay close to the earth for a good holiday. The message regarding health for some of you: connect with the earth physically and energetically to ground yourself and improve your energy and stress levels. All this healing, change and healing, energy healing, alchemy and healing, cosmic justice, divine awakening, rest and endings, pregnancy and birth. Regarding family, some minor disagreements and separations that seem difficult at first, but actually prove mutually beneficial over time. Ain't that the truth? Like when you really disengage from, say, a karmic relationship, or maybe even like a soul tie relationship that there's been some bad mojo, some bad energy in the mix. It's always good to break those ties, be upfront, be direct about why you're leaving the situation. And if it's a close one, somebody that you in your heart you feel that you would like to retain in your life, a connection with, just let them know. Say, hey, you know what? I need to step away. Ooh, I love this song, Awake by Tycho. There's no lyrics for this. So clear message for you, fam. Divine masc, divine feminine. For the future, present difficulties will resolve with time and patience. Y'all just need to accept this change and healing that Sekhmet is bringing you in your root chakra, which is all about safety and security. Accept the energy healing of the Ankh in your sacral chakra. Accept the alchemy and healing direct from Isis in your solar plexus, right? And in your heart, you're going to find a balance of cosmic justice. There are 4 chambers to the heart, and I think there's going to be I'm just hearing, this is strange, a balance of the blood flow entering the top 2 chambers. I think that's how it works. Why am I getting this down? It's interesting. And then, the ventricles and the muscles of the heart are going to start, once you step away from whatever is needs healing, step away to whatever needs healing, you're going to find healing in the heart chakra, and actually to the organ itself. which is, largely muscle, right? So there's going to be some healing and growth. With the Cobra energy, you're going to receive divine awakening in this process. And with Sobek here, rest and endings in the third eye, working with Isis directly, with all of this healing and energy and alchemization in your first three chakras, it's going to be tiring. That's why Spirit is asking you to walk away from this connection, whether it be karmic or soul tie. You do need to walk away from it. Again, be direct and upfront if it is a soul tie and it's someone that seeing with your third eye, that you will be back and recouple. But this is a lot of energy that is taking place for your benefit. And it's going to tax your body. That's why Geb is saying, hey, you may feel like really, really heavy and tired. Get some sleep. I just heard Under the Stars. Maybe some of you can go camping. I know it's winter right now, and it's supposed to snow this tomorrow where I am. But hey, winter camping is a lot of fun. And then when you are outside, maybe absorbing some moonbeams, lie out on a patch of grass and if you can find it, and just give the weight. Feel the gravity kind of pass through you as you sit there in a lotus position, breathing deeply, calming the heart and lowering the blood pressure, breathing fresh air. And maybe bring your crystals with you to absorb some of that moonlight. It doesn't necessarily have to be a full moon. That's just when it's at its greatest energy. You can take your crystals out at any time. And then allow Pachamama, allow Gaia to take that energy from your body. Allow the gravity to pass through you and remove kind of strange image. It's like gravity is water and your body is a sieve. And that water that does seep through into the earth or passes through you because you're the sieve, that's going to take with it these negative, heavier energies. And then, be sure to drink lots of water throughout this process. Maybe some hot tea if you're outside. Next channel's song is 5-4. The number 54 might be significant. House 5, Leo, ruled by the sun. And 4, House 4, Cancer, ruled by the moon. 5 and 9 is a completion of the self. Virgo energy in the Hermit, but also Sagittarius, Jupiter, which we heard from earlier. Thank you, Jupiter, for bringing all this energy that brings expansion to our higher mind and also to our body, into our heart space, I'm hearing. Oh, I just heard the word heart. Scarred, oh no, I heard hard tasks. Scarred from the hard tasks and dreams that never came to pass, the brightest in his class, and yet he tried to walk the straight and narrow path, but he fiended for the lights and the drama, needed an arsenal and an armor to inflict the force and cause trauma. Maybe that's why, maybe that's my fault, maybe that's why they say I'm cold when I talk. Maybe that's why I rinse in events on the daily to hold on to sins, scarred from the hard tasks and dreams that never came to pass, the brightest in his class, and yet he tried to walk the straight and narrow path. I'm not quite sure how, maybe this is the energy that you're disengaging from, because obviously this energy is struggling themselves. And when we're combined with an energy that is also doing obviously some work, and I'm hearing this energy that was tied to you was even lashing out. You as divine beings, earth angels, now when to separate. But sometimes, we have to grow that empathy and grow our abilities to feel out energy that we're connected to. Because it's not like, you've done a lot of work, dark night of the soul, and you're an earth angel, you're a divine being. But that doesn't mean that the lessons stop at that point and life is perfect. No. We're in this position because we will continue to look back to those couplings that we were once tied to, that we've separated from, so that we can go through our own growth and healing. But there will be a time where we're gonna extend our arm and pull to us once more, or invite or shake hands with those that we've separated from, and pull them close to us once again, and show them the way from that point. We can't change anyone. It's up to them and their spirit guides and their ancestors and their creator. They work with the angels to learn how to control their demons. Oof, love this song, Acid Rain by Lorne, also an instrumental. Check out the video. It is, it's beautiful. It tells the story through dance and visual images of a group of cheerleaders. There are 5 or 6 of them who are in a car accident and pass on. Maybe all but one. But the way it's told is it's brilliant. Not only through the movements and the dance, but the sound of the and the vibration and the frequency and the music, and then just visually, cinematically, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And yeah, a little bit dark, but hey, that's the balance that we find in our dark night of the soul, is really being able to appreciate the darker aspects of our spiritual journey. All right, let's find out what's going on with the planets. And let's choose 4. So, root through heart chakra. Any advice from the God and Goddess energy of the celestial bodies? Acid rain. Rain brings cleansing. There are lyrics to this, but they don't pop up because it's being sung not directly from. It's just a really fascinating song. Okay, 4 cards, please. We've got the Sun, 5th house, and we saw and we talked about 5th house in the last channeled song. It's 11:11 right now where I am. This is about self-expression and embodying truth. Oh, that's lovely. Sleepless by Flume, featuring Jezebel. Duran, Jezebel. Oh, you can't make this up. Look, the sun and the next card out is Leo, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Third card out, Chiron. So there's some healing in the ego, in our self-expression, embodying truth, speaking truth here with divine awakening in the Cobra spirit. There's healing in self-confidence and loyalty and creativity. And that's already been expressed through Isis and the gang from Egypt. Thank you, Geb. Fourth card, Fire. Confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. And bravery. Bravely, yeah, bravely moving forward and away from this energy. Find some solace, find some solitude. Connect with Geb, connect with your heart space, because that's where our ego fucks with our heart space. The ego is number 5, so that's 2 legs, 2 arms, and the head. When we move into the heart space, we add the torso. And underneath the heart, which has 4 chambers, there is the spleen. And this is where anxiety and fear are produced energetically in our torso. That's why we mistake fear as being afraid in our heart space. That's not true. It's just the vibration of that fear that is affecting the muscular tissues of on a molecular level of the heart. But all fear begins with an image, with a word, with a mental thought, air energy, and that is through the ether, energetically, psychically, triggers the spleen to react to it, to make it bounce or pulse with that anxiety, with that fear, and it moves into our heart space. This is the only place that the devil can get to us, and he can get to us into our heart space. But it's even that's like a trick, because if we gain understanding of how cognitive functions work, how our perceptions, our perceiving functions of intuition or sensing, depending on your MBTI, if we can get a hold of that, understand that, and then understand the 2 other functions, the judging functions, which are rational functions, feeling or thinking. If you understand your MBTI, and obviously this is a push for you to come to me for typing services, and also sort of a pre-announcement of how I am going to incorporate more learning for you about the cognitive functions, because it's all about our perceptions and how we judge that information that we pull in through our perceiving functions of intuition or sensing. And it all happens up here, because the judging happens up in our head, which is all ego. So your MBTI is the 4 functions that you use, and we all use 4 functions. They're going to be, and not necessarily in this order. That's why it's important to get typed. Take the assessment. It's not a test. Take the assessment, and you'll get an amazingly accurate report that I'll help you unpack and understand. And it gives you such great control over your 3D experience through your perceiving functions of intuition or sensing, and also it helps you understand which judging functions you prefer to use most often, because it boils down to we use our dominant function and our auxiliary function for almost everything. It's about, and I can teach you this, and I can give you plenty of practices and good habits that will develop your third and fourth functions. This is key because this balances out your four functions, and it's more rounded. It's like, it's cosmic justice and balance in your heart chakra, 4 chambers, 4 cognitive functions. The dominant and the inferior, or the first and fourth function, are on an axis. They work together. They're either, depending on your MBTI and your preferences, they're either going to be judging functions, the 2 judging functions of feeling or thinking, or they're going to be the perceiving functions. And then the second and third functions are going to be on an axis as well. They're used together. So the judging functions of feeling and thinking are used together, but you have a preference for one over the other. And that's why it's important to develop and better balance the one you choose less often to use, both in the perceiving functions and in the judging functions. And this creates a really strong balance of the 4. Bottom of the deck, we have yin, energy, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Talking about balance. Because what we have out here is all ego, it's all fire, it's all Leo and sun energy, with the exception of Chiron, which is an asteroid. Look to where Chiron is in your chart, in what house, and what degree, and also what sign it's in. For example, my Chiron is in my 12th house. I have a 12th house stellium, and it's in the sign of Aries at the 11th degree, which is Aquarius. So my Chiron, my own wounding, is largely about not being able to see my own psychic 12th house. So it's like Hidden Enemies. We've got Avalanche by Nick Jonas featuring Demi Lovato. Love those two. Because I have so many planets in my stellium. I have Chiron, I have Pallas Athena, I have Venus, the Sun, and Mercury all in my 12th house, divided between Taurus and Aries. How I got to what I'm doing right now in teaching you the cognitive functions, because the 12th house is largely about the psyche, and what's hidden. It's introspective work that I've always been drawn to all my life, trying to figure out my own wounds. It's harder for me to see, or it was harder for me to see my own woundings, but with my placements and obviously what I'm doing now, I can spot yours, like and come close to getting it right on the first shot. I see entity attachments, I see hurts and wounds and things that are hidden to you easily. Like I said, I can see your issues sometimes better than I can see my own. Certainly that was the case before I went through my dark night of the soul. And that's what the dark night of the soul process, the individuation process illuminated for me, was this I'd be damned if I were to continue moving forward in life without really pinpointing my own woundings, because I'd have to heal myself before I begin to educate and heal you all, which I love to do. So get at me if you want some typing services, or if you want to meet up and have me throw some cards for you. I have a solar cycle special, $22 for 33 minutes on my website, entpgathering.com. And we'll meet up via Zoom, FaceTime, or over a phone call. And I think I'm going to leave it here. The overall message for you all is you need some healing. I think you all are looking forward to this as well. And it largely has to do with wounds, Chiron wounds, concerning your masculine fire energy in your ego, Leo placements, and here with the sun and fire. So, it is about taking a look at how you are self-expressing and how you embody truth. How strong is your self-confidence? Is there some false self-confidence, that you're using that fixed fire energy of Leo to burn and burn and burn? That can trap you, because it's so easily accessible. If you and everybody has Leo energy in their fifth house, so what are you entertaining to keep that fire burning? Maybe you need to change up. Maybe what you're drawing from to get your creativity and your sexual energy fires burning, I'm hearing you needed to separate from that, step away, ground yourself in fixed earth energy, get outside into air energy, and also cleanse with the acid rain we heard earlier, or just rain in general. Oh, look at this. Just Because by Gemini Rising. Gemini Rising. You got Sag on your descendant, which is whatever's on your descendant, that energy from that sign, you should know that it's got your back, and you can lean on it more so. So speaking of Leo, fifth house, fixed fire energy, the goal is to transmute that fixed fire of the ego, especially if you're wanting to get rid of anything that's false within your ego and create a spiritual ego death. You'll need to transmute that fixed fire of Leo and move it into Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, and that's ninth house. That's the last of our personal houses. That's number 9, Virgo, the Hermit card. When we go in for enlightenment, I'm also hearing, it's the sacrifices we make in Hanged Man energy, which is card number 12, which reduces down to card number 3. Third house, Gemini. Third house and sixth house, Gemini and Virgo, are ruled by Mercury. This is all about the mind. This is air energy. It's really, really, it's not necessarily, it's a planet. It's the god Mercury, Hermes, and it's so quick moving, like lightning. Yet it's air. Just as, like the devil uses air energy in our ego, in our mind, to create anxiety and fear. You can tap into the planet Mercury and specifically third house, sixth house, to get to the ninth house. This is Nikola Tesla's 369. If you only understood, and I'm paraphrasing here, if you only understood the magnificence of the 369, you would hold the key to the universe. I believe I know this is what he's referring to in part. It's even greater and bigger than that. So I'm going to leave it here. Continue this transmutation. Cut any cords for now to energetic ties you have to person, places, or things. Get some alone time with nature underneath the stars, and know that you won't be alone. You have all that God and Goddess energy to commune with, that will hold you safe and sound on Mother Gaia. So until next time, I thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and if you would like to donate to the channel, check out information in the description box. And again, if you want to book me for that private one-on-one, you can find the information at Entpgathering.com, as well as in the description box. So until next time, namaste.